It's a string of miracles, for you to say, okay, I'm going to make it up like what it is, and it's going to change. No, everything will change only because you decide to do something about it. So we will counsel, we will talk about a lot of things, but the decision to make it work and how huge you want it to work and how fast you want it to work, that depends entirely on you. So we would like to, guide, like what we said from the beginning of this year, we would like to work with you, guide you throughout the year, not like towards the end of the year, then you look back and say, what happened, why didn't I remember that? So we will try as much as possible to note down the things that we have been saying from the beginning and to work with you so you can achieve it. So we will be the voice to remind you. If we are talking about the savings, then we will be the one to remind you, okay, have you saved something for this week? What have you put aside? So our continuous reminders will also help you that if you have, slip up or drop for the week, you can always pick it up still along the year. So come the end of the year, you still can achieve it. Not maybe to the amount or to the level that you want, but at least you achieve something and you're so grateful, you're satisfied that you managed to do that.
Yeah. For those of you that are watching this program, we are only here to share our experience and guide you, but the decision normally depends on the individual. There are so many things that we talk about whole year 2023 and the year before, the previous years, 2023, and the decision, the choice is ours individually.
Yeah.
So this year, it's another year that we have to start well, and from time to time we check our position. We recheck what we have done, what we have planned, whether we come up with the planning or we are way down there or out of our planning from the beginning. And that's why it's very important to be reminded all the time. To be reminded all the time
I
of
think
what we can do.
It's a good time for you to look back, just to look back the year and pick up the place or the areas of your life that you didn't really do well, and you say to yourself you're going to correct that, because that's just for start. For start, you need just to correct that. If you know that you haven't been, a very good mom, or your role at home, or even attending church, or being part of the community that you live in, or being part of the extended family that you're part of, little things that you can just correct, like by looking back and say, okay, I can better that. I can better my attitude. I can better, because I believe in everything that you achieve really depends entirely on your attitude. If you say that you're not going to get it or make it, then you've already given up. But if you say you will, then there's a possibility, because no matter how bad it is, you say to yourself, it's going to work.
Yeah, it's something that we sit back and reflect on ourselves.
Yeah.
Say for example, your health. If we talk about our health. You've been doing any exercise? What about your diet? Are you maintaining the diet that gives us, given by the doctors, or the diet that we generally know, the vegetables, the grains, all these things? What about your exercise? Any walking? What about your time with your family? The quality time for us that we are Christian. What about our devotion? Do we have enough time for our devotion, or do we have once a day in a week, or twice, or 3 times, or even none at all? These are the things that you just sit back and reflect on yourself. What about your time with your spouse, your husband, your wife? Do you have a quality time, the time that you sit together and talk? Most of us that we work, most of us we are connected to community or to churches, and just look through your 24 hours and the time that you spend, and then you look at in the 7 days in a week, all these things that you can correct just because you look back and see where you can improve, because most of us, or all of us, we need to improve as we start a year. And when you start with a year, then you can look back and say, last year I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or I did nothing of this and more of this. And it's just self-reflection, and I believe it will help you. What about your spending? Are you spending too much time on this, that?